Did you know the first ever community created hero has finally arrived in Call of Dragons? That's right, Flint is here, designated by players just like us. Today I'm going to break down why this hero is special, how community input changed the game, and what Flints bring to the table, and what mean for future for the hero releases. Now, first thing I have to say that I still don't have this hero, so we're going to basically get the hero. I'm going to skip this one. I don't think I'm going to get Flint on the first one, so maybe I'm going to do 817 gold keys to actually get it. This is something that I did with Murdoch. Oh my god. Yeah, we actually get this bad boy. Welcome, Flint. So yeah, this is the bad boy that currently is the new epic hero in Call of Dragons. We're going to welcome him. We get 110 marks from this bad boy, so it's going to be easy for us to, you know, level up him very fast. Now, maybe it was not a great idea to actually go and spend all of my, all of my gold keys, but it is what it is. At least we get like, I don't know, we get 50 of the Niku tokens. Maybe I'm going to start seeing the first legendary season 1 hero that I'm going to awake, but this video is about this bad boy, so we already get it. Maybe the silver keys was a better idea to go for with this one, but yeah. Okay, where is actually Flint? There is Flint. We're going to upgrade him a little just for the purpose of this video. Maybe to level 40 is going to be enough, something like this. We have a lot of experience potions and tactical manuals, and we can actually skill this bad boy. But yeah, this is not actually the main point of the video. It's basically a hero that we vote and somehow end up in Call of Dragons. Now, I guess the game is not going to make some crazy, crazy heroes, because, you know, the game looked the heroes to be balanced. So obviously Flint is one of them. And Flint is the first hero chosen by the players. And why doesn't it actually matter that the community had to say in hero design? This is maybe something else that maybe people are asking themselves, and it's because we're looking the heroes to go in some specific direction, maybe. And if I have, as a mage main, if I have chance to somehow, you know, give a suggestion about the specific hero, maybe, just maybe, the mages in the generation 2 was going to be AoE 1. The mage in generation 3 maybe is going to be again AoE 1. Obviously, I'm looking, you know, mages to be more AoE, but in the same time the game know that it's not always about AoE. Infantry is coming in Call of Dragons, and if it's like 5 spreaded infantry, it's going to be hard for you to actually you know, get the merits from the AoE. We're looking from the perspective when back in the days was huge mage bow, there was not that many infantry, but right now cavalry and infantry definitely start getting upper hand in the battlefield. Now, here is something about the Flint and hero uniqueness. Flint kit focused on gathering and utility. I'm just going to put one more star over this bad boy, and he's going to be a 4-star bad boy. So this is holistic skill, which this skill applies to all legions, whether or not the hero has been deployed. Why this thing is extremely important is because it's going to boost your legion gathering speed if it's having the holistic skill. And if I go and check it out, gold gathering speed is like 283%. And you can see that for the gold gathering speed, hero holistic skills is bringing like close to 70% from this gathering speed. So you don't need to deploy it like I'm doing right now. The main reason I'm actually using these heroes for the gathering is because they're having gathering talent 3. But it's very nice that even if it's not the gathering hero, you can steal and maybe gather with your normal heroes, and they're going to get this 200. I'll repeat, it's like 200. For the ore is 272, for mana it's like 283%. They're going to get this boost, this percentage boost. And if back in the days we was creating these legions and we put them together for more output when we go to gutter, right now it's not needed. That's why I think Flint is something that you have to get as fast as you can, just because it's going to boost the overall guttering speed of your legion. Obviously I'm going to try to level up more skills. This is the first spell. We're going to check it out also. One of the holistic spells is I level it up. More holistic spells. Again, oh my god, it's level 4. And final one, okay, it's going to be his main skill. Okay, can I go? It's basically the 4th one, so I cannot actually stop it right here. Yeah, it's a 4th one. If it was the 2nd one, it's no problem, but it's actually the 4th one. Obviously here I can actually have like 480 of these epic hero tokens, so I can easily you know, maybe I'm going to put like 150, and I think it should be enough for something like opening the final holistic skill. I'm not quite sure if this hero actually, okay, this is fine. Now what this bad boy is having, guttering skill, and it's not flying, we have to mention that. So what is the guttering? Guttering speed bonus 5%, 7% if it's awakening can walk it. Grant extra resources when guttering. So this is when you actually need the hero to be present in the when you go to farm. And yeah, other way around, all this thing is just going to apply automatically. Here we have ore guttering speed 12%, 15% awaken to unwalk. Yeah, so I think this bad boy is very nice from point of giving more guttering speed overall. And I want to see his main spell. Deals damage to the target legion, damage factor 600, and steals 500 gold. Up to 5,000 gold can be stolen in each battle. Brother, he's stealing gold. He's stealing gold. It's absolutely unique here. Now, how does Flint compare to traditional PvP and PvE heroes? Well, it's way different. By first look, he's a way different. First of all, he's stealing gold. None of the heroes is actually having something that you can steal gold. We all have some damage factors and stuff like this, but here we also steal gold. On top of that, I think this one is a pretty normal one. This spell is increase the legion attack by 5 and march speed. Here we have march speed, which can be nice. I don't think people are going to use this hero for PvP, even though it's having the skill tower tree, but it's overall. The overall heroes are something that you can pair with any troop type, and they're going to be good there, but at the end of the day, they cannot, the majority of the heroes cannot outperform the specific heroes for the specific troop. This is something that I think maybe I can say Musiang is a hero that can outperform heroes that are specific for specific troop, but this is extremely rare case. And this spell is very interesting. Each time the legion steals 300 gold, it takes 3% less damage for 10 seconds. It can go up to 10, and a gold thief threshold is like 500. Very interesting hero. I definitely going to use him, and most likely I'm going to awake him, since the awakening is actually giving some extra resources by finishing. This is grant 10% more resources when guttering. Here's the thing, why farms is with Wilderberg. The main reason is if you have working rhinos, they're bringing like 5% more resources after you finish guttering, which is the main reason you're going to see some farms is having, you know, the amount they farm, and after this is in green something that they farm in extra. Okay, I think I'm going to finish him. There is like two more levels of one of the spells that need to be leveled up, and I'm going to basically awake this bad boy. I'm excited because again the holistic skill is what actually mattered that much for me. But still, by having this hero in my legions is like getting 10% more resources when gathering. I think this is also extremely valuable. If you go and farm, for example, it have to be tested for this, but in the alliance pit, if you send him for mana, he's going to bring more mana, 10%, and sometimes it's like 2-3 million mana you go out from the alliance pit, and like 10% is 300 mana in extra, which is very nice from point of how much this bad boy can actually do. And Gutter is level 41, it's right here. Now, utility heroes are often underestimated by Vital. Can a gathering focused hero really change your efficiency long term? And this is what we're speaking about, the specific thing that the Flint is having. And this is obviously the talent tree for gathering. This is one of the advantages, because at the end of the day, okay, let me get somebody who is having here. Let's go with Kewa. Kewa is having like 25% go gathering speed. If I decide to go for the goat, she's also having like 25% mana speed. Here we're getting more gathering speed, which is like 9%, so it's like 34%. Here we're having more gathering speed, 34, 49 gathering speed. So 49 gathering speed you're going to get from this hero, but you're going to also get some extra resources. So one of the things is that I think is a game changing for this type of heroes is again the gathering skill. But if you already have like 5 heroes that is having a gathering skill talent tree, you actually don't need more. You just put somebody with these heroes, since the rest of the spells they're having is something that is going to add up to all the legions. For case like Flint, we're having this 10% more resources when gathering, which I think this hero should be included on the legion. This is not applying for all of the heroes, so it's only basically for the legion where is Flint presented. We have, for example, heroes like Kewa, where we're talking more about legion what capacity, which is actually again holistic skill. Oh my god, okay, yeah, this thing is a very nice, is also holistic skill. So I think if I check it out, the rest of the gathering heroes, everything related to the gathering is okay, this is awakening. No, Flint is one of the not many heroes, maybe I can say 2-3 heroes that is very specific in with their skills. They're basically going to get more from the resources, and it's something that is not shared with all of the heroes. Now, what kind of hero should players vote for the next time? I'm not quite sure. I think as a mage main, I'm going to look for the mages, something to improve there. Maybe to improve the Leia. I think she still needs some work, not gonna lie. But yeah, most likely I'm going to look for the mages. Cavalry players are going to look for the cavalry and etc. So this is very nice direction that we're looking for. And yeah, Flint he's even looks so crazy. He's so cute. I mean, look, it's a small one with something that he's still in his pockets. But yeah, this is a good direction. This is a short overview also over the Flint. In Call of Dragons, the new hero. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you share your opinion over the Flint. What do you think about this bad boy? Do you like him? What can be improved, and etc. is going to be very helpful for the maybe future decision and etc. Because, you know, if we give our votes, things may start happening. So yeah, I wish you a great day, guys, and see you in the next video.